Yo, morning guys. Okay, so I just got to Frisco Skatepark. I was hoping that sun was gonna pop through and help dry some things, but it's still pretty wet all over here. I mean, I did my best with my towel and my squeegee, try to push it around a little bit, but yeah, it's cold and with no sunlight, it's gonna be tough. I might try to see, we'll see how slippery it is, but I came to this park because in 2019, I did this thing called the 50 Tricks, 50 States Challenge. And if you're new to the channel, quick explanation of that. I went and learned a new trick in every state in America, 50 days in a row, and daily vlogged the whole entire thing. So, you know, day one, Maine, learn a new trick, skate with some locals, try some food, and then I would drive like 3 hours to the next state. Next day, you know, so on and so forth, over and over for 50 days in a row. And a lot of people ask, was that harder than the skate across America? And I go back and forth, you know, it's like, it's tough. They were both difficult in their own ways. The skate across America was like mentally challenging, and they were longer days, and it also made muscles sore that I never used before, you know, like, or not even sore, just like Achilles tendonitis and like things like that. When you're learning tricks, I've been using those muscles for 25 years. So yeah, I'd bang some shins here and there, but like I was used to it. I knew I could push through, and so, you know, a bunch of differences between them, but still, like, I don't know, it's really tough to just pick one. Like, and a lot of people, the way they view learning new tricks, it's like this thing they don't do that often, and you know, it's like a harder thing to do each day. For me, that was like the relaxing part of the trip. Everything else was more stressful. Like, you know, if I was trying to figure out where I was gonna skate for the day, or if I had enough footage, if the video was gonna be cool, that type of stuff, or like talking in the videos, that was harder than the actual trick. The trick was where I could just relax and be like, okay, I get to finally learn a trick today, you know? So I don't know. Yeah, and the skate, it's tough. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to pick, but I mean, the logistics behind the 50 Tricks, 50 States Challenge too was like, I had to figure out how to fly to Alaska day 49 and then to Hawaii on day 50. So I mean, that might edge it out, but I don't know. It depends on the day, really, how I'm feeling. But anyway, I came to this park for day 25 of the 50 Tricks, 50 States Challenge, and learned, what was it? Switch frontside flip disaster revert on that quarter pipe right there. And I came here to try to see if I could still do it, you know, whatever it is, 5 years later or something like that. It's still misting, so I doubt I'm gonna be able to. But yeah, I remember it was a little busy in the park that day. And like, that was probably the most difficult part of learning a trick, was I'd show up to a state, I'd be ready to film, wouldn't have that much time, and you know, kids would be skating the one obstacle I want to skate, so I'd have to wait, you know, 5 minutes for one try. I was like, I'm never gonna get in the rhythm at this point. I'm never gonna get, you know, so that would be more stressful than the actual trick. But yeah, I don't know. I was hopeful to skate this place. It's a huge park. It's got some really cool features here. But yeah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to skate it. So I think I'm gonna try to find, I think I saw online like a DIY or an underground spot, maybe with some curbs and things like that. So let me head over there and see if I can find something to skate. All right, change your plans. I sat in the car for 10 minutes looking for somewhere to skate, came back out and looked, and a little bit of sun peeking out, and my towel job kind of did help, you know, with some air hitting it. It's like I have somewhat of a path to this quarter pipe, so I don't know how much of the park I'll be able to skate, but at least I can skate a little bit. All right, so a weekness of mine is like half cabs or even cabs really. Like I've done full cab to back disaster, half cab to nose stall, but like it's easier for me to flip into it for some reason. So I just want to practice those two and see if I can just get better at the basics. I do not feel comfortable reverting out on this concrete right now. Okay, I was definitely starting to feel a little more comfortable. I made one adjustment where I would have my foot kind of like on the board like that, my front foot, and I switched it to more like a kick flip. And I think when I'm doing the 180 and my foot was fully on the board, it wasn't getting the same kind of, a grab on the ollie. So it was leaving my feet. So now it feels a little more comfortable, but still definitely needs some work. I don't know if you could tell, but like when I came in from that revert, I just felt a little awkward. So yeah, gonna keep working on that. But right now, I want to try full cab to disaster. That's another trick I feel like I should do every try. Like in theory, I could back disaster every single try. So if I just whip a half cab and then do the normal disaster motion, I should be able to do it, but it doesn't work like that. All right, let's see if we can get one. Yeah. That was it. Oh my God. Ow. You guys see what I mean though? It just kind of like leaves my feet and just goes flying. I guess I need to go a little bit slower. Wow. Oh. That was it. There we go, a little bit of sun. It looks ugly, but I'm getting closer. I'm not sure what trick that was. This trick is killing me. I'm done. Okay, that was gross looking, but it took like a half hour of non-stop attempts to get that. I don't know why, I just don't feel comfortable with that trick at all. And as I was trying it, I just remembered that was another trick I learned during the 50 Tricks States Challenge. I think I was in Utah that day, maybe, something like that, but took about just as long, having the same problems. I feel like I really didn't make progress today. I just like did another one. I mean, towards the end, I started realizing I have to pop it and get more of a scoop to make it happen, but I don't know. The sun is actually peeking out a little bit, so certain things are starting to get dry, so let me try to skate some other stuff while I can. You know, part of me wants to feeble fakie this, but the other part that wants to skate tomorrow doesn't. Okay, so over the past few days, I've seen a few comments asking for a front feeble to fakie. I think specifically the grind version, but this quarter pipe right here isn't really ideal for it. I'll explain why in a second, but first, let me just do a stall one and then I'll talk about it. I genuinely can't remember the last time I did just a stall version. Wow. So this trick, I don't really do them, especially with the stall version, you know, like, but when I do, I think about it like a rock fakie, and I'm just barely getting my wheel up and coming back in straight. But really, and I think the comment was talking about the grind version, I'm not gonna do one here for this specific reason, the concrete. Like, this is kind of grippy concrete. So when I do it, I think about it almost like I'm blunt sliding in. So I stay really far behind it, I push, and then when I come in, I slide my wheels like that, kind of like I do on the backside feebles. And that helps me have control no matter like what I'm doing and be able to just kind of like rip it in off the coping. So if I do that here, also with it being sticky up top, my wheel's kind of gonna rub there, it's gonna rub here. So I could probably like eke one out, but the danger level and it just won't look great. So I just, yeah, not the spot for me to do it, but if I find one on the trip, I'll definitely do one. All right, so I really wanted to do that switch frontside flip disaster revert on the quarter pipe, but I was just trying a few and my knee, that motion I have to do, it just doesn't feel great. So I think I'm gonna pass on that, but I'm still gonna try to get a new trick. I'm gonna try fakie flip to tail stall. It kind of sounds simple, right? But like all these other variations, they're almost easier because you have time to flip your board and they're rotating. Like, a straight fakie flip tail on a quarter pipe is kind of awkward. So weird. Yeah, that trick just wants to dip forward. That's crazy, man. Okay. I'm done. Done. Oh, yeah. That was 100% luck right there. I seriously can't believe how difficult that trick is. That's so hard for no reason. I got that sketchy one. I tried to redo it. I think I tried for like a half hour straight to get a clean one. Just couldn't do it. It really is true. Like the more technical tricks are often easier. You know, like I could probably fakie tray flip into that faster and fakie varial flip. And, you know, I was trying a half cab nose before. I could do the half cab heel flip into that faster. Cab disaster, heel flip, I could do that more consistently, you know, so it's kind of crazy. Maybe it's just a me problem, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, thinking about all this after the whole session, I think I gotta go with the 50 tricks, 50 states challenge being harder than the Skate Across America, because I don't know, it just puts me back in that place. Like, you know, I would try a trick like that for 2 hours, and if I couldn't get it, it was just like, do I restart? Like, I'm so far down this rabbit hole, I'm so close, you know, but your muscles start to fade, those specific muscles for that trick, and you're like, do I just switch to something else? Maybe I can get it, you know, and the sun's coming down, you just like gotta make something happen, you know, and it's every day it was like a physical and mental battle. So I think I gotta give it to the 50 tricks, 50 states, but I don't know, it's a toss-up really. But yeah, fun session. I wish I could have got that cleaner, but I'm just psyched I got the skate. Weather kind of held up. You know, was able to drive the park off and get some skating in, so that's a good day. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.